Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Business. We are actually chatting to somebody who's not even starting her chef journey yet. We are about to talk to a chef student who's lovingly known as Zama. We're just waiting for her to join. Zama is one of the judges on the judges panel for the Chalo Let's cooking competition. So while we're waiting for Zama to join us, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about Chalo Let's Cook. Chalo Let's Cook is an initiative that has been started by Chalo Kava Tasneem Jadwit, and it is the first of its magnitude of a halal cooking show to be hosted in South Africa. It will be hosted in Benoni's venue Fairview. It's fantastic and gorgeous, and I'm very excited to be a small part of it. If you are thinking of joining, please do. Don't let there be any reservations that will stop you. I'm just trying to see. I'm sending Zama an invite. Okay, there we go. Good afternoon, Zama. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Zama. Thank you so much for joining my live. I was just telling viewers that we are actually catching up with somebody before the chef journey has started. Walaikum salam. How is it, Sira? Sorry, so I'm going to be responding to some of the comments in between, but I am still mainly focused on you. So I was telling my listeners that we are actually chatting to you before your qualifications, and you are currently in a chef school.
Yes, I am. I'm with Capsicum in Boxburg.
That's lovely. Zama, tell us, what made you think of culinary as a choice of your profession?
Cooking has always been part of my life. I had a grandmother that woke us up at 5 a.m. to make scones.
Wow.
My mother, my mother sold food, so cooking has always been part of my life. But it has always been a chore to me. So I never
Okay.
actually gotten a chance to develop the love of cooking until I got
Okay.
older and realized that I actually have passion for food and realized that you know, that I'm actually passionate without even knowing it. And I actually love educating people about different flavors and stuff. And I understood flavor. That's why I decided that, this cooking food has been a part of my life. It's who I am. It's how I grew up. And I just
Yeah.
decided to do it professionally. So it's always
That's
been
that's a
part of what.
that's a beautiful story. How has your course been so far? Is there any challenges to anybody that would want to take on this similar journey? What are the joys? What are the downsides of becoming a chef?
Uh, for me, it's just been like purpose fulfilling in a way, part of me. Because I mean, as I said, I grew up around food. I was, cooking was a chore to me. So it's been really awarding to learn it professionally, to get education with the professional terms of it, like, learn sauteing and things that I was doing, but I didn't know how to professionally.
Perfect.
And yeah, so it's actually it's fulfilling. It's almost like deja vu to me. It's stuff that I knew, I just didn't know that I knew it, and it's so wonderful to just experience it in a
And
professional way.
Zama, do you think there's a con or any downsides to your profession?
It's a professional with passion. If you have passion for cooking, it's a lovely profession. So I don't see any downside unless you don't like cooking, unless you don't like
Then
being burnt, because you're going to be burnt a lot. I mean, they say chef hands don't burn, so you need to touch, hot stuff, but it's a beautiful. I love cooking.
Fantastic. So, Zama, you actually the first non-Muslim judge that I am interviewing, and I'm very glad that you are one of the first few that came on for an interview because we do need to stress that Chalo Let's Cook is open to all. It's not limited to Muslims and halal eaters. It is open to everybody. We got a response there from one of the other chefs. Pastry by Hati Chair, I'm saying it correctly now, has added that there is so many burns in the profession. So she has agreed with you with that one. Back to what I was saying, Zama, it is a competition that is opening to everybody. Non-Muslims are welcome. We would love to see you guys come on board and be a part of the halal cooking challenge. What would be different for a non-Muslim chef is obviously the limitations that come with this is that you will not be allowed to cook anything with pork, and of course no alcohol would be allowed, right? Do you think that that would pose a challenge to chefs that are used to cooking with that?
I mean, not really. As a chef, you must know how to cook for specific people. I mean, we learn how to cook for halal, how to cook for kosher people. So it's something that we learn how to do. So a true chef will enjoy the challenge of
Yes.
not, of not using a wine to deglaze and using, tomato paste instead of wine. It's actually a good challenge, and I think chefs will enjoy it.
Oh, fantastic. So we really hope to see a diverse entrance. I hope to see many, many different people walking in. It's open to male and female. It's open to any race and, age as well. So, Zama, tell me something. You are also part of Fairview's marketing and coordinating when it comes to events. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. From a company called Black Dot Marketing and Entertainment, I work with Fairview and I manage their events. And I also do catering for some of the functions there. So yes,
Lovely.
I'm
So,
all
Zama,
about feeding people.
yes, so you've seen some pretty fantastic dishes go through the Fairview venue, and obviously you would have a certain criteria of the type of food and catering that you would personally put forward to guests, etc. Do you have like a criteria when it comes to food? This is just something to share to contestants or people who might meet you as a judge that day. Do you have like preferences, things that you enjoy, things that you like to see when it comes to dishes?
Yes, I am a flavor person. I call myself the flavor queen. I want a dish to be flavorful, well
Okay.
seasoned food. I hate under seasoned food. And I
Okay.
want it to, I want the flavor profile to be really high. So that's what
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be looking out for. I'm going to be looking for different flavors, and of course, an under seasoned dish will be unacceptable to me. So yeah, I'm all about flavor.
So besides a low flavored dish, do you have any other red flags? Is there a dish that would, make you disheartened or sad to see?
A dish that's not well done. There's nothing as bad as having a dish that's not cooked well. So as it has to be cooked through, it has to be
Mhm.
cooked well correctly, and
Mhm.
yeah, it has to be seasoned.
So do you also like your steak well done as well, or does steak fall as an exception?
I mean, steak can be, I like my medium rare and well
Mhm.
done. So if it's
Okay.
medium rare, it needs to be medium rare. If it's well done, it needs to be well done.
Okay, okay, fantastic. Sama, do you have any advice for people who would be joining or thinking of joining Do you have any tips or advice for people who are thinking of joining first? Let's talk about the people who are thinking of joining.
I say if you have the passion for cooking and if you think you can cook, join. Please do. I mean, there's money to be won. And just be yourself. Um, you see, my company, I do corporate social responsibility. I do, people, I like functions and people gathering. So when I taste your food, I want to taste your personality. As people come and tell me who they are, I want to see it and enjoy you as a person. So I just want to taste who you are. If, for example, you Indian, I want to see and you're proud that you Indian and all these Indian flavors. I want you to taste it in your food.
Yeah.
I want to taste who you are in your food. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I want to meet people. I want to enjoy people. I want to
Yeah.
enjoy different types of cuisines and different types of
Yes,
personalities in the food.
that
So be
sounds like so
yourself.
fun. And let's say you meet a contestant now and it's your day of judging. What
Mhm.
advice do you have for that person?
I would say be yourself and have fun.
Have
And I want
fun.
to taste that in your food. Yes.
That is beautiful. Zama, I want to wish you all of the best for your upcoming chef exam. I think you're going to ace it. I love the way you talk so passionately about the course that you're on. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to meeting you soon.
Thank you so much for having me on your live. Thank you, everybody that joined.
Bye bye.
Bye.